So, ladies and gentlemen, because Cirque du Soleil is so committed, absolutely committed to pushing the boundaries of artistic expression, we, of course, became curious about the visionary force behind this mesmerizing spectacle.
Yeah, and an extraordinary production takes a team effort, of course, but it all happens under one man's expert guidance, which is why it is our great pleasure to introduce a true maestro of creativity, the artistic director of ECHO by Cirque du Soleil, Fabrice Lemire. It is so nice to spend time with you, Fabrice. And first of all, we must thank you for taking time away from the rehearsal that is currently happening behind us on stage. I was asking you before we went live today, Fabrice, what time does your day start and what does a typical day usually look like for you?
I start with some office work and meetings perhaps with Montreal, IHQ. And then the cast will arrive about 11 o'clock. We do also have some technical maintenance. You can see the 5-ton cubes behind me, which is the piece of resistance, needs a little love as well. So it's not just about the performers, but also all about the technicality to be supporting the performers. So my day can start at 9, sometimes it would be 11 or 12, and then of course the show goes down by 10 p.m. at night.
And Fabrice, you guys work so hard. I want to tell people a little bit about you because you joined Cirque in 2008 as a dance master, as an assistant artistic director. But then after becoming an assistant again in 2015, you were appointed artistic director of the first ever Cirque show on ice for Crystal. And then your artistic direction just continued. They begin to trust you and give you more projects. What keeps you coming back and creating these beautiful masterpieces for everyone to enjoy?
Actually never left. The project came to me while not been looking elsewhere for a project. So with the beauty of having always rethink to be ahead of a trend. That's what the company is known for. So to stay afloat has been a driving force. We have to push boundaries. So you talk about the ice show. We went to a territory where we never explored before. So it's always to try to look and expand the horizon of opportunities that I had the chance to be part of this process.
It takes a lot of hard work. I'm assuming maybe some caffeine here and there. You were telling Tessa and me just moments ago that as actors or performers move out of the show and then new people move into the show, they of course have to learn these roles and they have to train and practice and spend very long hours. After tonight's performance, you're gonna be here with one of the newer members of the cast, working on a routine, a scene, what do you call it, until what, the wee hours of the morning?
We will stay because our time is limited and the priority is the operation, which is the show you're going to be presenting tonight. The newcomers have to work around the schedule of the show. So therefore, I have an opportunity at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. to stay with some support and this performer to give him the stage so he can actually touch the floor prior to be thrown in front of an audience.
Yeah. Let's talk about ECHO itself, because ECHO is, there's a cube that you have the main character, you have Future, and then Iwa, her dog. What is the significance of the cube and these two main characters who seem to be just childlike?
It's about life opportunity and self-discovery, and the cube represents, to my opinion, the cube comes alive and it represents multifaceted of opportunities. So at first, any young adult, you're going to go in there, you're going to explore it, you're going to dissect it, you go in, and then you rebuild it to be yourself. It's really a way of what I call the passage of age from a teenager to a young adult, finding yourself, finding your purpose in life, finding your position in society, and mostly assuming who you are to the fullest, no matter what.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful message. We can all relate to that, right? Hey, we're tight on time, but very quickly, I noticed that there are air vents all over this tent. This morning it was about 30 degrees in Houston, not ideal for performing temperatures. What temperature is this tent and why is it kept at such a specific temperature?
We had to keep for anything, the equipment, the humidity level, not only will affect the equipment, but also we have about 7 or 8 musicians, singers on the show. The chords will be affected. So we try to keep a universe in some type of ambience which is neutral and consistent. But you are correct, you pass what we call the tunnel to go to the artistic tent. It's freezing cold, it's down to the 30s. So they have to adapt to this. Yesterday was the hot, cold front, and their physics needs to warm up differently just because of the cold outside.
It's incredible. Fabrice Lemire, Artistic Director of Cirque du Soleil's ECHO. Welcome to Houston. We're so glad you're here.